Okay, shalom. Okay, shalom, everybody. This is Rabbi Noah Tile. Today, I want to do a very short and hopefully impactful Purim that really speaks to something that's really valuable for us to think about today, connect with today, and bring into our lives. And not just on Purim, but for the rest of the year and beyond. And Rabbi Shlomo Katz discusses that Purim is the Chag that we have without a Havdalah, in a way, right? The holiday starts, but we don't have this formal ending ceremony for Purim. There's something about Purim that needs to last way beyond the day, way beyond the days leading up and the days right after. And of all the things right now, I think the most important for us today, in this time, in this place, being Jewish, is connecting to a sense of achdut, a sense of real love and unity amongst our own people. And Rav Melamed, who is one of the biggest poskim in Israel, is someone that we're going to be basing this on. He has a whole section about love and achdut on Purim. And most of these ideas, I might have sprinkled in something here and there that I learned outside of that, but I want to really share over what he talked about from a Jewish law perspective in our own real lives here. Purim hu meyuchad legilui achdusam shel Yisrael. Purim is really a special day. Why? For the revelation of achdut, for the revelation of unity, of oneness of our people. That's really what makes Purim so, so special. So we're going to take a little look at the Megillah to understand a little bit, partly, why this is such a holiday of achdut. We start with Haman. The first time that the Jews have been kicked out of their land, have experienced persecution and exile on this level. And they're in this strange land called Persia, a big, big land with many different provinces. And Haman is ready to destroy the Jewish people. We're not going to get into all the details of how and why and what. But basically he says, Yeshnu am echad, mefuzar u'mefarad. There is one nation. This nation is scattered and dispersed. Mefuzar u'mefarad. And so he suggests to lehashmid, laharog, la'abed et kol Yehudim, to kill all the Jews. There's three different verbs to describe the destruction that he wants to make, which leads, of course, this fear that we're experiencing, the Jewish people are experiencing, of annihilation, complete annihilation. Evel gadol Yehudim v'tzom uvechi. There was great mourning amongst the Jewish people, fasting, prayers, and tears. That was the state of what we were experiencing at that time. And there's a little word here, then, it's not, I don't know if it's necessarily the pshat, but Rav Melamed talks about it a little bit in this context, that Haman saw that we were mefuzaru mufurad. He saw that we were scattered and dispersed. Of course, it means that we were across all the different parts of the Persian Empire, but it's also this sense internally that division is very, very dangerous for us. This is an archetype of Jewish history. We talk about sinas chinam, that there's baseless hatred. We talk about the fact that the Second Temple was destroyed because of that. There's this sense that when there is disunity, there's real trouble, God forbid, for the Jewish people. And so once this division creates the danger, there's a response that the Jewish people have. Lech kenos es kol Yehudim v'tsumu alai. Let's just saying to Mordechai, all the Jews need to get together, kol Yehudim, in order to fast. So the Jewish response to this destruction, this desired destruction from Haman, is to get together and pray and connect to each other and support each other. And from there, we know that there was a nafachu, with a lot of prayer as well as effort from Esther and Mordechai and all the different puzzle pieces that came together. There was a nafachu, a nafach lechem, a napach lehem, reversal and transformation, miyagun lesimcha, from sorrow to joy, ume'evel yom tov, from mourning to a great day. This was what happened to the Jewish people at this moment. An incredible reversal. And the key is kol Yehudim. It was a collective experience of reversal, a collective experience of victory and nitzachon when faced with the enemies that they were faced with. It's because they came together. They started mefuzaru mefurad, and they came together biyachad. And that's why there's a deep, profound connection in Purim about unity, the power of unity to be a force of reversal in Jewish history. So we received the Torah on Mount Sinai. And Sinai, the Sinai experience of receiving the Torah, chol hayam yachdav, the whole nation was one at that time. As Rashi says later, Ke'ish echad belev echad, that the whole nation was one person and one heart. That was the unity of receiving the Torah on Mount Sinai. The Jewish people were one. And on Purim, we say, actually, that they kiblu, and this is brought down in different places, but Rav Melamed says it very well, it comes from Shabbat in the Gemara, that on Purim, we received the Torah again. Mikablu es Torah me'ahava. We received it with love. Mitocha achdus shemizgala b'Purim. We received it because of the achdut on Purim. The unity brought us together, brought us the oneness, brought us our connection to our purpose. That this is really a holiday for us to come together. There's enough people throughout our entire history, all the way through today, that speak the words of Haman. Haman literally reverberates through all of Jewish history. And for us today, our only response when a Haman comes up and says, "You're all scattered and dispersed," is to get together, to stop fighting, to live together, to love together, to breathe together, to, God forbid, if there's a need, to scream together. That is the call of the day. And in Jewish law and in Jewish practice, we don't just say that we're supposed to come together without instructions. Purim is the manual. Purim is a manual for us to connect to achdut, to unity. And all of the mitzvot of the day actually reflect that. So it's not just this pie in the sky idea that we're supposed to be one in unity, in purpose. There's actually a practice. There's a halacha of how the day works that actually connects us to that. And this connects us, of course. Echad is oneness, one, which is the gematria of 13. Ahava, love, is 13 as well. And together that names the name of Hashem. That spells the name of Hashem. One love. And there's a halacha of Purim that teaches us a little bit about that. So here are the 4 mitzvot of Purim. I think I learned the 4 mems from Rabbi B when I was watching a video recently with my son on Purim, who's an amazing entertainer for Jewish children. So we have the 4 mems. Megillah, reading of the Megillah. We just read some of the Megillah. It's all about our connection on our victory from division into unity, defeating the Hamans of the world. Then there's Mishteh v'Simcha. We're supposed to read. We're supposed to learn intellectually, as the Megillah says. We're also supposed to have Mishteh v'Simcha. We're supposed to get together and break bread. We know that breaking bread creates a sense of unity in the world. People, when they come together over food, it's a sense of closeness. Food, the smells, everything, the table brings people together. Then we have Shalach Manot. We're supposed to give gifts to our friends. So it's not just the people that we have in our home, right? That's the people that we have in our home is the Mishteh v'Simcha. Then it's Mishloach Manot. It's our friends. It's the people. I think it says Ish L'Re'ehu. It's our neighbors. It's then another level of concentric circles. And then, of course, Matnos Levyonim, people that are, if there's any sort of people that are in need, if there's anybody in need, we're supposed to reach out and give matanot to them as well. So there's these 4 levels of Megillah teaches us unity, the Mishteh v'Simcha brings us unity, Mishloach Manot, Matanos Le'Avyonim. All these 4 mitzvot are about connecting to other people. And the way to create unity, one of the biggest ways is to give of ourselves for other people on all these concentric circles. And on Purim, that's what we're supposed to do all day. That's all we're supposed to do all day. Learn about it in the Megillah, have meals with people, give gifts to our neighbors, and then give gifts to people that need it, all across different concentric circles of relationships. And this is the big secret of Purim. We say, Nichnas yain yatsa sod. When the wine comes in, and we know there's an avoda, there's a mitzvah to drink. If you don't drink, of course, don't drink. But there is a sense of what you're supposed to do. What happens when you enter into that state? Secret comes out. What's the secret? The secret is the walls break and people are much more open to who they are and much more real with how much people mean to them in their lives. So this is the time to get real, to give, hav, ahava, love, hav, to give, the root. Just start giving. Moving from sinat chinam to ahavat chinam, which is what Rav Kook talks about, this ahavat chinam, this baseless love. And the way that we do that, the way that we move to that state is by giving to people and really going out of our way to be better people. And that's what all the mitzvot of Purim are today. So Hashem, God willing, with love and revealed goodness, should bless us all to extend ourselves more and more, to not say bad words about people in our community, to say good things about people, to focus on people's good points, to stay united, stay connected. We're so small and we need each other, and it's a matter of our safety to be loving and united and not anything less than that. Purim Sameach, God willing, we should see an incomplete nafochu for our family in Israel. We should see peace reigning from the streets of Jerusalem all the way outward to the rest of the world.